guys, this is a lot of volumes of manga. I understand that, but it's my birthday month, so like, I gotta treat myself. Hey guys, what is up? It's HBL Manga here, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today I have a thick manga haul for you guys today. I have around 70 or so volumes. As I said in the intro, it is my birthday month. April 30th to be exact is my birthday. My 21st birthday? So essentially, if I don't know when this is gonna go up, but like if it goes up on my birthday and I don't respond to comments, like it's my 21st, so you know why. So all the series that I have for you guys today are ones that I'm really genuinely excited about. I tried new things, branched into different genres, and just have a lot of really cool stuff that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So let's not delay, let's get right into it. First, let's obviously touch on the pre-orders that I picked up in the month of April. So the first pre-order that I picked up this month is, of course, Chainsaw Man Volume 10. I mean, everyone and their mother has this in their manga haul. I say it every single time, but this is definitely one of my favorites that I've been releasing recently. Granted, it is finished. You can read it all on the Shonen Jump app, but it's obviously not completed yet in the physicals. There's only one more volume, which is kind of bittersweet, but not too terribly because part 2 is coming out. I don't know when, but hopefully soon, because I'm really excited to see what the mangaka does in part 2. Okay, so the next pre-order that I got this month, they pump these puppies out quick. Like, I feel like I get one of these volumes every single month. I'm not mad about it, but I'm like, what is the release schedule for it? That is Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Volume 13. The art is superb. It's definitely some of the most unique art in my collection. I actually also picked up the art book because it was just that different. But yeah, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Volume 13. Again, they're pumping these suckers out like crazy. It's insane. Like, I literally got 0 last month, and I think it was originally 14 was coming out this month, but then it got pushed back. Regardless, it's coming out quick, which I'm not mad about, but Toilet Bound Volume 13, very excited to have it. Really good series that I highly recommend. Okay, so the next pre-order that I picked up this month, I love this series, you can already tell. Kaiju number 8, Volume 2. One of my friends online, Plasm's Manga, go subscribe to him. All of his information in the description box down below. He said something about this series that I really completely agree with. He said something to the extent of there's nothing like extraordinary about this series, but it does everything really, really well, and I completely agree. I think that's a great way to put it. It's just like a really solid shonen. Like, reading this gives me like the most shonen vibes that I've had in a series recently. Like, I don't even know how to completely articulate that, but really good series about kaijus, and I love our main character. He is older, which I also appreciate. I think he's like in his 30s. It's a very refreshing, like, kind of difference in a lot of other normal shonen series that have younger, you know, main characters, but so good. Love these covers too. Like, I am really excited to get more of this series. It's just clean. It's just, this series is so good. Okay, so this next pre-order that I have for you guys today, this one is one that I'm gonna have a little bit of a conversation about because I don't even entirely know how I feel about it yet. That is Sakamoto Days Volume 1. So let's talk about this. I picked this up primarily because a lot of my friends love this series. I remember when it got announced that it was getting an English physical print, and like the Discord blew up for like half a second because everyone was so excited. So I decided to pick it up because I know how much they enjoy it. And here are my thoughts. Volume 1 wasn't impressive to me. I don't know. It was really just okay. There wasn't really anything in it that I was super excited about or really resonated with. Like, it was just kind of eh. I actually expressed that on my Instagram, and a lot of you guys said to keep reading, to keep giving it a shot because it does get better. So I am going to continue to pick the physicals up. I'm not entirely sure for how long if I, you know, continue to not really love it. But I'm giving it a shot because a lot of my friends like it, and you guys are telling me that it gets better, so I hope it gets better. But Volume 1, it was just kind of lackluster to me. Okay, so the next pre-order that I picked up this month is one that I always love when they come out. I wish that they were coming out more frequently. I mean, it's not like a big wait time, but like, if I could get these every month, I would. That is Record of Ragnarok Volume 2. This series, there's nothing like super intellectual about it. Like, you don't really need to think hard to enjoy this series. Like, it is just a testosterone-filled series. I really enjoy it. I actually really also loved this battle in Volume 2 between Adam and Zeus. That was just really cool to kind of read and see how the battle like basically took place and what all happened. I like this series a lot. If you're looking for just fighting, just like dudes fighting, big dudes just fighting, this series is definitely for you. Okay, so I believe this is the last pre-order that I picked up this month. This has been a series that I've been raving about recently, and for every good reason. I think it is So good. That is Ragna Crimson Volume 5. This series is so much fun. I continue to really enjoy it. It's just really good action. I love the artwork. Like, the artwork is superb. I have been loving seeing kind of the development of our characters while also still the conflict and struggle between them as well. Volume 5 was a good read. It wasn't like super heavy action or it wasn't like super anything like that. It was kind of like a setting the story up for the next couple volumes, I'm assuming, but we learned more about different characters in this volume as well. Just overall, a really great dark fantasy read. I highly recommend it. I've been loving this series, and I really encourage you guys to give it a shot if you kind of like that darker fantasy sort of read. But yeah, Ragna Crimson Volume 5, really enjoy it, really good stuff. Highly recommend it. Okay, so now we're gonna transition into other manga that I picked up this month. I'm gonna first do like kind of random one-off volumes. So there was actually a thrift store that I discovered near me, thanks to one of you guys, who had manga. They had manga there. There was a vendor there that was selling some of their manga, and I found 3 volumes and I decided to pick them up. So the first one is actually a Loot Crate exclusive of Volume 1 of Black Clover. I already have Volume 1 of Black Clover, like I guess the normal release that Viz did. But there's something about having this in the collection. I don't know, it's definitely the collector's side of me. Like, that collector's brain definitely made this purchase. I really like Black Clover. I know people say that it's mid, but mid isn't bad. I just enjoy it, okay? And I wanted to get this Volume 1 Loot Crate exclusive just because it's fun. So the next volume of manga that I got from that thrift store is actually another Loot Crate exclusive, and that is Volume 1 of Yowamushi Pedal, the Loot Crate exclusive. So the difference with this, it has the same cover as the normal omnibus released in English, but this one is actually just a single volume. So all of Yowamushi Pedal in English, you can see over there is it 2 volumes? I think it's 2 volumes, I might be wrong, but it's omnibus format. So it's just kind of cool to just have a Volume 1 of Yowamushi Pedal. I don't know. Again, it's the collector's brain. This is a completely unnecessary purchase. Very much a collector's thing. I love Yowamushi Pedal, a great sports series. If you haven't given it a shot yet, I highly recommend it. Okay, so the next volume of manga that I got from this thrift store is not a Loot Crate exclusive. I know, unfortunate, but still a volume that I really wanted to give a shot. I've heard a lot of people talk about it and kind of enjoy it, and I'm like, you know what, it's my time to give it a whirl. And that is Get Backers Volume 1. So Get Backers is actually an out-of-print Tokyo Pop title, which you hate to get into another out-of-print series, but honestly, this isn't like super highly valued. Like, I could complete the set of what's been released in English because it wasn't completed in English pretty cheap. So it's nothing super crazy, but Get Backers is something that I wanted to give a shot. I read this, I actually really enjoyed it. I thought that it was really good. It's a bummer that it isn't completed in English though, so it kind of like, do I collect it? I don't know, but we got some really cool characters, and I loved learning about the characters' abilities. Like, I did not expect that to be a thing in this series, but it was just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and if I do decide to collect this series, you know, the rest of the volumes that are released, it'll be fairly easy, but just not a priority for me right now. Okay, so the next kind of single volume that I got, actually East Coast Manga, found it in the wild for me and picked it up. This volume has been pretty out of stock for a couple months or a month. I don't know, it's been out of stock for a while at this point, and I needed it because gosh dang it, Volume 1 is just so good and I needed to read on. That is Devilman in the Classic Edition by 7 Seas Volume 2. Devilman's freaking good. It's such a fever dream and it's such for like a very specific audience. Regardless, it's just so good. It's a classic for a reason. I love the themes and the elements in this story. Like, it just really surprised me, especially how much I enjoyed this read. But yeah, very excited to have this second volume and to have Devilman complete. East, thank you so much for finding this for me and sending it my way because I needed Volume 2 because gosh dang it, it's just that good. So the next kind of one-off volume that I got this month, this volume has been one that I have been wanting for a very long time. It is a goal of mine to collect all of Kentaro Miura's works published in English. I just want to collect them all. This volume was actually found and gifted to me by my dear friend Kazi online. Links to her channel in the description box down below. She got this for me for my birthday, and when I say that genuinely this is probably one of the best birthday gifts I've ever received, I genuinely mean it. I might be biased because I'm excited about it now, but I am so excited to have this volume in my collection. It gets me just that much closer, and that is the One Shot Japan. I don't know how to say the author's name, but I know that it was drawn by Miura. Again, I just really love Miura and his works, and I just really appreciate them. Like, there's a lot of respect for him as a creator, and I knew that I wanted to pick this up. This gets me just that much closer to finishing my Miura collection. I need King of Wolves though, which is very expensive, so I don't know when I'll find that, but hopefully soon. But Kazi, thank you again. This means a lot. Okay, so now we are going to transition into larger sets of series that I got. A lot of this month was getting larger sets, getting up to date or completing the set. That's just kind of how I am. Like, I don't like having series incomplete in my collection. I never have. So these next two volumes that I'm going to show you guys is from a mangaka that I've been really appreciating recently, been really wanting to explore and dig into her works. And I got another one of her series, which I'll show you guys in a minute, but I knew that I need to get this one as well. That is Mermaid Saga Volumes 1 and 2 by Rumiko Takahashi. Rumiko Takahashi. I'm so bad with names, forgive me. I mean, I haven't read this yet, truthfully, because I've been working through one of her other works, but it's only 2 omnibuses as well, so it's not that much of a financial commitment, which I obviously appreciate. But I just am really excited to get into this. I love the artwork. I mean, it looks like it's kind of a darker series, or it has some darker art. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm really excited to give this series a shot. I've heard really good things, and Rumiko Takahashi, you know, I've grown to realize is a master at what she does. So very excited to have Mermaid Saga, excited to get into it. This is definitely very high on my TBR. Okay, so while we're on the topic of Rumiko Takahashi, the next manga series that I picked up, you probably know what it is if you saw the manga that I'm reading video, which is my last video. Make sure to check it out to hear more of my thoughts on the series. That is My-san Ikoku. I had so many volumes. Volumes 1 through 7. I'm gonna put it down because I'm gonna drop it. My-san Ikoku, I hope I'm saying that right, is a series that I have really grown to love and appreciate. This is actually my first work done by Rumiko Takahashi that I have read, and I have really been enjoying it. This is a really nice, I say it all the time, but it's a really nice change of pace than the darker stuff that I'm, normally used to. And this is exactly, when I say that I want a change of pace, this is exactly what I mean. It's more of an adult kind of realistic setting. Like, it's just like people going through actual life things, and I just really appreciate that. There's slice of life in it, obviously. It's just really pleasant to read, at night before I go to bed. It's not like I'm gonna have nightmares. Like a month or so ago, I remember reading like the last volume of Hell's Paradise and like reading it right before I went to bed. So then I went to bed and I remember like dreaming of Hell's Paradise, and like I was in the like island thing, and it was like, listen, if you read Hell's Paradise, you know that you don't want to be on that island. So I kind of like woke up just like a little panicked. But My-san Ikoku is a series that's not going to make me panic in the middle of the night, and I really appreciate that. The releases by Viz are also beautiful. These are the collector's editions. The singles are available, but I just prefer these. I love how they feel. I love the matte kind of textured cover. If you're looking for a nice slice of life, romance, kind of just change of pace in general, I highly recommend My-san Ikoku. Okay, so the next manga that I have for you guys today is a series that I've been wanting to give a shot for a very long time, ever since I saw volume 1 come out, but just never did because I'm like, I can always get it later, and today is, or I guess when I picked it up is that later. I picked up Asadora volumes 1 through 5. I hope I'm saying that right. Is it Asadora? Asadora? That don't feel right. Regardless, this is Naoki Urasawa's, I believe, newest work, and I just wanted to give it a shot, gosh dang it. I don't know much about it. I think from what I've heard, it's kaijus. Is that right? I don't entirely know. But I'm very excited to give this series a shot. I love the releases. Like, I love how colorful they are. They're so colorful, and I love kind of the like weird slipcover, fake slipcover thing going on. Like, it's not actually slipcover, like, let's be real, but like, I am not mad about it. Naoki Urasawa is definitely one of my favorite mangakas, so I mean, it just made sense that I need to pick this up. Truthfully, I haven't gotten into this yet. Honestly, I've been in a bit of a reading slump recently because school is kicking my butt, but I will be getting into this soon because this is one that I've been eyeing for a very long time. Okay, so the next manga that I picked up this month, I actually got caught up to date with a series that I picked up last month that I really loved. So I picked up 6 through 13 of A Bride's Story. 13 is actually a pre-order. It came out in April. This series is so good, and I am so happy to hear and happy to see more people pick this series up because I think it truly deserves that recognition. It's a really nice historical seinen, slice of life, romance with some good action every now and then. The releases by Yen Press, chef's kiss, like they look so good. I'm really enjoying this mangaka as well. I want to pick up some of her other works, one of them being Emma, which is actually getting a reprint, people. Be excited. I literally like DM'd Yen Press on Twitter and I was like, hey besties, like, Emma reprints when? They were like, it should be coming out within the next couple months, which very excited for because that series goes for so much right now. But anyways, A Bride Story is really, really great. Again, a good historical seinen. I really recommend it. There are 13 volumes currently released. Does anyone know if there's a volume 14 and when? I've tried to do my research, but I couldn't find anything out about it. Now granted, the art is literally insanely detailed, so I, wouldn't blame her if she needed 5 years to, make a volume, but yeah, I don't know if volume 14's a thing and when, so if you have that intel, please let me know because this series is just so good. Okay, so this next series is one that it's so good, and I can't believe that it took me as long as it did to get in this series. Again, if you've seen my reading log video, you would probably know what this series is, and you can see it in my background right now. I picked up the original Dragon Ball and also Dragon Ball Z in the VizBigs. You can see all of them back there. So I did pick up the entire Dragon Ball series that are available in the VizBig format. I know Super is a thing. I need to read these two first, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, Super becomes a VizBig. Let's frickin' talk about Dragon Ball. Holy crap. It is so good. It is so frickin' good. Truthfully, I've only read the original Dragon Ball so far. I binged that sucker in a couple days. I haven't, okay, no, that's a lie. I'm a couple chapters into Z, and I'm really excited to see where it goes because it seems like it's really going to describe more about Goku, who he is, his past, his family, and I'm very excited for that. I loved the adventure and the world building and the character development in Dragon Ball. It's just so good. I literally talked about it more in my last video, so if you want to see more of that, check it out. I also decided to go the VizBig route. I know that this probably isn't the cheapest. I know that the box sets are coming back in stock, but guys, they look far too clean for me to get the singles. Look at that. You see it? It looks so good. I also do really enjoy having omnibuses of series, so yeah. Dragon Ball, guys, it's so good. It's so freaking good. It's so good. Okay, so the last manga series that I picked up this month is one that I've had my eye on for a very, very long time, but never bit the bullet. And I don't know why. I found deals on this series because this series can either be $5 bajillion or 2 cents. There's really no in between, and I obviously wanted to err more on the 2 cent side of that scale. So I've seen deals for this series come and go, but I just never picked it up, and I have regretted it, and I decided to just go for it this month, which I'm so glad that I did, especially when I found a deal. But I picked up volumes 1 through 28 of Rurouni Kenshin in the singles. This is the complete series. Guys, I have been wanting this series for so freaking long, and now that I have it, it feels slightly surreal. This series is one that a lot of people really, really rave about. It was a popular 2000s, I believe, series. So when I was 1 or so, this stuff was coming out. When was this actually? Hold up. I'm actually interested. When was this printed? October 2003. Okay, so when this came out, when this series started coming out, I was 2 years old. So having this series is kind of weird because it's dang, you old. Respectfully, we almost the same age. There are different formats that you could get this series in. You have the singles, you have the omnibuses, and then the VizBigs. The singles tend to be maybe the omnibuses are, but the singles are definitely one of the cheaper options. The VizBigs are going for crazy money right now, especially certain volumes, and I'm not even gonna play that game, so I decided to pick up the singles. Again, I'm really, really, really excited to get into this series. I haven't gotten into it yet. Again, I've kind of been in a bit of a reading slump. I don't know why. School, again, you suck. But I'm really excited to get into this once I finally do. Don't worry, I did pick up this entire series used. I know that the mangaka isn't a good dude, and I didn't want to directly support him, but I still did want to get this series, so don't worry. All of it was picked up used for a really, really good price, which I'm really excited for. So, Rurouni Kenshin, 1 through 28, the entire series. So excited to get into it. I've heard nothing but good things. So guys, that was my manga haul for the month of April. Again, I realize this is a lot, but I do kind of tend to treat myself on my birthday month. I don't know why. It was literally the same way I think last year as well. I think last year I had one of my biggest haul evers. It was literally insane. Like, I got Battle Royale and like Ultimo in the same haul. Like, who am I? Like, what? Guys, again, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you're doing well. I would love to know, what did you pick up this month? What was your favorites? Let me know in the comments down below. Guys, I really appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.